Ladies and gentlemen, today I invite you to embark on a transformative journey to be imitators of God. This is not a call to mimic the external, but a profound invitation to embody the divine nature within us. The creative power of thought is a profound concept that holds the key to transforming our lives. Our thoughts are not mere fleeting impulses, they are the very essence of our creative potential. Every thought we hold, every image we conjure in our mind's eye, is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universe, destined to blossom into our reality. This creative power is a divine gift, a reflection of the Creator's own ability to bring forth worlds from the void. When we truly grasp the magnitude of this power, we begin to understand that our thoughts are the architects of our destiny. What we consistently think about, we bring about. This is not a mere metaphor, but a fundamental truth of existence. Our imagination, fueled by belief and emotion, becomes the blueprint for our future. By consciously directing our thoughts, we can shape the world around us to reflect our deepest desires and highest aspirations. Consider the law of assumption, which teaches us that assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is the pathway to manifestation. This principle asserts that by immersing ourselves in the emotional and mental state of our desired outcome, we align our internal reality with the external. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds to this alignment, rearranging itself to mirror our inner state. This is the essence of creative power, the ability to mold and shape the fabric of reality through the focused energy of our thoughts. However, harnessing this power requires more than fleeting wishes or occasional daydreams. It demands a disciplined mind, one that is vigilant against the encroachment of doubt and negativity. Our thoughts must be guarded and cultivated with care, for they are the seeds of our future. By nurturing positive, empowering thoughts, we cultivate a garden of possibilities, where every bloom reflects our highest good. The creative power of thought also underscores the importance of self-awareness. To create consciously, we must first be aware of the thoughts we habitually entertain. Many of us operate on autopilot, allowing our minds to wander through the landscapes of fear, worry, and limitation. But by becoming aware of these patterns, we can interrupt them, replacing them with thoughts that uplift and inspire. This process is akin to tuning a radio to a desired frequency. When we attune our thoughts to the frequency of abundance, love, and success, we broadcast a signal that attracts corresponding experiences into our lives. This is not a passive act, but an active, intentional practice. It requires us to continually choose thoughts that serve our highest good, to visualize our desires with vivid clarity, and to infuse our imaginings with the energy of belief and emotion. The creative power of thought invites us to embrace a mindset of possibility. Instead of focusing on what is lacking or what cannot be, we shift our attention to what can be. We see beyond the apparent limitations of our current circumstances and envision a reality where our dreams are not only possible but inevitable. This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into opportunities and challenges into stepping stones. As we deepen our understanding and application of this power, we begin to see its effects ripple through every aspect of our lives. Our relationships improve as we envision harmony and love. Our careers flourish as we imagine success and fulfillment. Our health is restored as we picture vitality and well-being. In every area, the creative power of thought acts as a catalyst, bringing forth the reality we most desire. The creative power of thought is a divine tool, an instrument of transformation that lies within each of us. By harnessing this power with intention and faith, we step into our role as co-creators with the divine, shaping a reality that reflects the highest and best of who we are. Let us embrace this power, wield it with wisdom and love, and watch as the world transforms before our very eyes. The law of assumption is a principle that suggests that our reality is shaped by the assumptions we hold about life, ourselves, and the world around us. It posits that by assuming the feeling of our wish fulfilled, we align ourselves with the desired outcome, thereby bringing it into manifestation. This law is rooted in the understanding that our inner state of consciousness is the primary determinant of our external experiences. At the core of the law of assumption is the belief that our subjective reality, our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions directly influences our objective reality. When we assume that something is true, we begin to think, feel, and act as if it already is. This shift in consciousness creates a vibrational alignment with our desired outcome, which then attracts the circumstances, opportunities, and events necessary for its realization. To apply the law of assumption effectively, we must cultivate a state of mind where our desired outcome feels real to us, even if it has not yet materialized in the physical world. This requires a deep and unwavering faith in the power of our imagination and the ability of our subconscious mind to bring our assumptions into reality. By vividly imagining the fulfillment of our desires and feeling the emotions associated with their realization, we impress these assumptions upon our subconscious mind, which then works tirelessly to manifest them. The practice of the law of assumption involves several key steps. First, we must clearly define our desire. It is essential to have a precise and specific vision of what we want to achieve or experience. This clarity allows us to focus our thoughts and emotions effectively. Once we have a clear desire, we must imagine it in as much detail as possible. This involves creating a mental scene that implies the fulfillment of our wish and immersing ourselves in that scene with all our senses. As we engage in this imaginative process, it is crucial to feel the emotions that we would experience if our desire were already realized. Emotions are the driving force behind our assumptions, as they provide the energy needed to bring our visions to life. Whether it is joy, gratitude, relief, or excitement, we must allow ourselves to fully experience these feelings in our imagination. Consistency and repetition are vital in the practice of the law of assumption. By repeatedly assuming the feeling of our wish fulfilled, we reinforce this state of consciousness and make it a dominant part of our mental landscape. This persistence ensures that our subconscious mind accepts our assumption as true and begins to orchestrate the necessary conditions for its manifestation. Another important aspect of the law of assumption is the elimination of doubt and contradictory thoughts. Doubt can undermine our efforts by creating conflicting signals in our subconscious mind. To prevent this, we must cultivate a steadfast belief in the reality of our assumption, even in the face of external evidence that seems to contradict it. This unwavering faith acts as a powerful magnet, drawing our desired outcome into our experience. The law of assumption also encourages us to act in alignment with our desired reality. This means making choices and taking actions that are congruent with the state of having already achieved our goal. By embodying the characteristics and behaviors of someone who has realized their desire, we further reinforce our assumption and signal to the universe our readiness to receive. It is important to remember that the law of assumption is not about wishful thinking or mere daydreaming. It is a deliberate and purposeful practice that requires commitment and discipline. By consciously choosing our assumptions and nurturing them with positive emotions and unwavering faith, we tap into the creative power of our consciousness and shape our reality from the inside out. The law of assumption is a powerful tool for manifesting our desires. By assuming the feeling of our wish fulfilled and maintaining that state of consciousness, we align ourselves with our desired outcomes and set in motion the forces necessary for their realization. Through imagination, emotion, and persistent belief, we harness the creative power within us to bring our dreams into tangible reality. Living in faith is a transformative way of experiencing life that requires us to trust in the unseen and believe in the realization of our desires, regardless of current circumstances. It involves a deep inner conviction that what we hope for and envision is already on its way, even if there is no immediate evidence to support it. This kind of faith is not just passive belief, but an active, dynamic force that shapes our actions, attitudes, and perceptions. To live in faith means to cultivate a mindset that transcends doubt and fear. It requires us to anchor ourselves in the certainty that the universe is benevolent and that everything is unfolding for our highest good. This perspective allows us to navigate challenges and setbacks with grace and resilience, knowing that they are temporary and that they serve a greater purpose in our journey. Faith provides the strength to persevere when the path is unclear and the courage to take bold steps toward our dreams. Living in faith also means aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with the reality we desire to create. When we truly believe that our aspirations are attainable, we naturally begin to think, speak, and behave in ways that reflect that belief. This alignment creates a powerful coherence between our inner and outer worlds, making us more attuned to opportunities and resources that support our goals. It is through this consistent alignment that we become active participants in the manifestation process. A crucial aspect of living in faith is the willingness to let go of the need for immediate results or external validation. Faith asks us to trust in divine timing, recognizing that the process of manifestation follows its own rhythm and pace. This patience allows us to remain steadfast in our vision, even when progress seems slow or imperceptible. It teaches us to appreciate the unfolding journey and to find joy and fulfillment in each step along the way. Another vital element of living in faith is the practice of gratitude. By expressing gratitude for what we have and for what is yet to come, we cultivate a positive and receptive state of mind. Gratitude amplifies our faith by affirming that we are already blessed and that more blessings are on their way. It shifts our focus from lack to abundance, from what is missing to what is possible, reinforcing our belief in a supportive and generous universe. Living in faith also entails being open to the guidance and inspiration that comes from our higher self, or the divine.it means listening to our intuition and following the subtle nudges that lead us toward our goals. This inner guidance often comes in unexpected ways, requiring us to remain flexible and adaptable. By trusting our inner wisdom, we tap into a deeper level of knowing that transcends logic and reason, allowing us to make decisions that are aligned with our highest good. Furthermore, living in faith involves surrendering our worries and anxieties to a higher power. It is about acknowledging that while we have the power to shape our reality, we are also part of a larger, divine plan. This surrender is not about giving up control, but about partnering with the universe in co-creating our desired outcomes. It brings a sense of peace and relief, knowing that we are supported and that we do not have to carry the burden of our dreams alone. Living in faith transforms our relationship with uncertainty. Instead of fearing the unknown, we embrace it as a space of infinite possibilities. Faith allows us to see uncertainty as an opportunity for growth and expansion rather than a threat. It empowers us to take risks, step out of our comfort zones, and pursue our passions with confidence. This fearless approach to life opens doors to new experiences and discoveries that enrich our journey. Living in faith is about embodying a deep, unwavering trust in the goodness of life and the power within us to create our desired reality. It is a way of being that infuses our thoughts, emotions, and actions with positive energy and intention. By living in faith, we align ourselves with the flow of the universe, tapping into a boundless source of strength, creativity, and inspiration. This faith-filled existence not only brings our dreams to fruition, but also enriches our lives with meaning, purpose, and joy. Alignment with divine will is a state of harmonious resonance between our individual aspirations and the overarching plan of the universe. It involves surrendering our personal desires and intentions to a higher wisdom, and trusting that this wisdom knows what is best for us in the grand scheme of existence. This alignment requires a deep understanding that we are part of a larger cosmic order, where every event, circumstance, and interaction serves a purpose beyond our immediate comprehension. To align with divine will is to recognize that there is a divine intelligence guiding the universe, orchestrating events and experiences in a way that ultimately leads to the highest good for all. It is a recognition that we are co-creators with this intelligence, and that our role is to align our thoughts, actions, and intentions with the greater unfolding of life. Central to alignment with divine will is the cultivation of humility and openness. It requires us to set aside our ego-driven desires and agendas and to be receptive to the guidance and direction that comes from a higher source. This receptivity allows us to discern the subtle signs and synchronicities that point us towards our true path and purpose. Living in alignment with divine will also entail trusting in divine timing. It involves surrendering the need for immediate outcomes and accepting that everything unfolds according to a perfect rhythm and order. This trust allows us to release anxiety and fear about the future, knowing that we are held and supported by a loving and benevolent universe. Another aspect of alignment with divine will is embodying qualities such as love, compassion, and forgiveness. These virtues are intrinsic to the divine nature and serve as guiding principles for our thoughts and actions. By cultivating these qualities within ourselves, we align more closely with the essence of the divine and contribute positively to the collective consciousness. Moreover, alignment with divine will require us to cultivate a sense of interconnectedness with all of creation. It is a recognition that we are part of a vast web of life, where every thought, action, and decision has ripple effects that extend far beyond our individual existence. This awareness encourages us to act with integrity and responsibility, considering the well-being of others and the planet as a whole. Practicing alignment with divine will also involve listening to our inner guidance and intuition. This inner wisdom serves as a direct connection to the divine and provides insights and clarity that can guide us on our path. By quieting the mind and tuning into this inner voice, we gain clarity about the right actions to take and the decisions to make. Alignment with divine will invite us to surrender attachment to specific outcomes and to be open to the infinite possibilities that exist in every moment. It encourages us to embrace uncertainty as a fertile ground for growth and transformation, trusting that whatever unfolds is ultimately for our highest good. Living in alignment with divine will is not about passive acceptance or resignation, but about active participation in the co-creative process of life. It is about aligning our intentions with the greater purpose of existence and contributing our unique gifts and talents to the world. In doing so, we align ourselves with the flow of abundance, creativity, and love that emanates from the divine source. Alignment with divine will is a sacred journey of surrender, trust, and alignment with the higher wisdom that guides the universe. It involves cultivating humility, openness, and love, and listening to our inner guidance to discern our true path and purpose. By living in alignment with divine will, we contribute to the greater good and experience a profound sense of peace, fulfillment, and harmony in our lives. Self-concept transformation is a process of profound inner change that involves shifting how we perceive ourselves at the deepest level of consciousness. It goes beyond superficial self-improvement efforts and touches the core of our identity, beliefs, and sense of worthiness. This transformation is essential for personal growth and fulfillment, as it directly impacts how we relate to ourselves, others, and the world around us. At its essence, self-concept transformation requires us to examine and challenge our existing beliefs about who we are. These beliefs are often formed early in life through our experiences, interactions, and societal influences. They shape our thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and decisions, creating a framework through which we interpret and navigate the world. To initiate self-concept transformation, we must first become aware of our current self-concept. This involves observing our thoughts, identifying limiting beliefs, and recognizing patterns of self-talk that reinforce a negative or limited view of ourselves. Awareness is the first step towards change, as it allows us to see where our self-concept may be holding us back from reaching our full potential. Once we have identified our existing self-concept, the next step is to challenge and expand it. This process involves questioning the validity of limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering beliefs that reflect our true essence and potential. For example, if we have believed ourselves to be unworthy of success or love, we can consciously choose to affirm our inherent worthiness and deservingness of abundance in all areas of life. Self-concept transformation also requires us to practice self-compassion and acceptance. It is common to encounter resistance or discomfort when confronting deeply ingrained beliefs about ourselves. By approaching this process with kindness and understanding, we create a safe space for growth and healing. Self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our imperfections and mistakes without judgment, fostering a sense of inner peace and acceptance. Self-concept transformation involves intentionally cultivating a positive self-image. This includes celebrating our strengths, talents, and achievements, no matter how small they may seem. By focusing on our positive qualities, we shift our attention away from perceived shortcomings and build confidence in our ability to create positive change in our lives. A crucial aspect of self-concept transformation is aligning our self-perception with our highest aspirations. This requires envisioning the person we want to become and consciously embodying those qualities and traits in our thoughts, words, and actions. By acting as if our desired self-concept is already true, we create a powerful resonance that attracts corresponding experiences and opportunities into our lives. Self-concept transformation involves surrounding ourselves with supportive influences and environments. This may include seeking out mentors, friends, or communities that uplift and inspire us to embrace our highest potential. Positive relationships and environments provide encouragement, feedback, and validation as we navigate the journey of self-discovery and transformation. In addition to external support, self-concept transformation requires inner reflection and introspection. This may involve journaling, meditation, or other mindfulness practices that help us connect with our inner wisdom and intuition. These practices deepen our self-awareness and facilitate the process of uncovering and releasing old, limiting beliefs. Self-concept transformation is an ongoing, lifelong journey. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to continuously evolve and grow. As we continue to challenge and expand our self-concept, we open ourselves to new possibilities and experiences that align with our authentic self-expression and highest aspirations. This journey of self-discovery and transformation is ultimately about reclaiming our inherent worthiness, embracing our true potential, and living a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Love and compassion are foundational qualities that transcend individual relationships and extend to all aspects of human existence. At their core, they are expressions of empathy, kindness, and understanding that foster connection, healing, and harmony in both personal and collective spheres. Love, in its purest form, is a force that unites and transcends boundaries. It encompasses unconditional acceptance, forgiveness, and a deep appreciation for the inherent value of every being. When we embody love, we see beyond surface differences and recognize the divine spark within each person. This recognition allows us to relate to others with empathy and compassion, fostering mutual respect and nurturing meaningful connections. Compassion complements love by infusing it with action and empathy. It involves recognizing and alleviating the suffering of others, whether emotional, physical, or spiritual. Compassion arises from a heartfelt desire to ease pain and promote healing, regardless of personal gain or recognition. It motivates us to act with kindness, generosity, and a genuine desire to contribute positively to the well-being of others and the world at large. Practicing love and compassion begins with cultivating a loving attitude towards ourselves. Self-love is not selfish but essential for our well-being and ability to authentically love others. It involves nurturing a positive self-image, practicing self-care, and extending the same kindness and understanding to ourselves that we offer to others. By filling our own cup with love, we create a reservoir from which we can freely give to others without depletion. In relationships, love and compassion create a fertile ground for growth, intimacy, and mutual support. They encourage open communication, vulnerability, and a willingness to understand and respect each other's perspectives. When conflicts arise, love and compassion empower us to approach them with patience and empathy, seeking understanding and resolution rather than blame or retaliation. Beyond personal relationships, love and compassion inspire us to contribute to the greater good of society and the world. They motivate acts of kindness, generosity, and service towards those in need, fostering a sense of interconnectedness and collective responsibility. By extending love and compassion beyond our immediate circle, we contribute to creating a more compassionate and harmonious world for future generations. Moreover, love and compassion are transformative forces that heal wounds and bridge divides. They dissolve barriers of prejudice, fear, and judgment, fostering inclusivity and unity among diverse individuals and communities. Through acts of love and compassion, we create spaces where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered to contribute their unique gifts to the world. In times of adversity or suffering, love and compassion provide solace and strength that they offer a beacon of hope and support, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. By extending love and compassion to ourselves and others, we create a resilient foundation that enables us to navigate life's challenges with grace, courage, and resilience. Ultimately, love and compassion are not just emotions but guiding principles that shape our thoughts, words, and actions. They invite us to live with empathy, kindness, and a deep respect for the inherent dignity and worth of every individual. By embracing love and compassion as fundamental aspects of our humanity, we contribute to creating a world where peace, harmony, and mutual understanding prevail. Persistence and determination are twin virtues that propel individuals toward their goals and aspirations, embodying the essence of resilience and steadfast commitment. These qualities are not merely about stubbornly clinging to a single course of action, but reflect a deep-seated belief in the importance of the journey and the ultimate attainment of desired outcomes. Persistence involves the unwavering resolve to continue pursuing a goal, despite obstacles, setbacks, or challenges that may arise along the way. It is the inner strength that keeps us moving forward, even when faced with adversity or moments of doubt. When we cultivate persistence, we develop a mindset of resilience and tenacity that enables us to navigate through difficulties with grace and determination. Determination complements persistence by providing the clarity of purpose and the unwavering focus needed to achieve our goals. It is the driving force that propels us forward, fueling our actions with purpose and intention. Determination arises from a deep commitment to realizing our dreams and a willingness to exert the necessary effort and discipline to make them a reality. Together, persistence and determination form a powerful combination that empowers individuals to overcome challenges and achieve success in various aspects of life. Whether pursuing personal goals, academic achievements, career aspirations, or making significant life changes, these virtues provide the inner strength and resilience needed to persevere through difficulties and setbacks. In practical terms, persistence involves maintaining a positive attitude and mindset even in the face of obstacles. It requires us to view setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than reasons to give up. By cultivating resilience, we develop the ability to bounce back from setbacks stronger and more determined than before. Determination, on the other hand, involves setting clear goals and creating a plan of action to achieve them. It requires focus, discipline, and a willingness to prioritize our time and energy toward activities that align with our objectives. Determination fuels our motivation and commitment, enabling us to stay on course despite distractions or temptations to deviate from our path. Moreover, persistence and determination teach us valuable lessons about patience and perseverance. They remind us that success is often the result of sustained effort and dedication over time. By embodying these virtues, we learn to trust in our abilities and capabilities, knowing that each step forward, no matter how small, brings us closer to our desired outcomes. In the face of adversity or challenges, persistence and determination encourage us to remain steadfast in our pursuit of excellence. They inspire us to push beyond our comfort zones, take calculated risks, and seize opportunities for growth and development. By embracing these virtues, we cultivate a resilient mindset that empowers us to face uncertainty and change with courage and confidence. Furthermore, persistence and determination foster a sense of personal empowerment and self-confidence. They remind us that we have the ability to shape our own destiny through our actions and decisions. By persistently pursuing our goals and remaining determined in the face of obstacles, we build resilience and fortitude that contribute to our overall well-being and success. Ultimately, persistence and determination are not just qualities but habits of mind and spirit that empower individuals to achieve their fullest potential. They embody the belief that through perseverance, dedication, and unwavering commitment, we can overcome challenges, realize our dreams, and create meaningful and fulfilling lives. By cultivating these virtues, we harness the power within us to turn aspirations into achievements and transform visions into reality. Gratitude and praise expanded, don't add any ending sentence. ChatGPT. Gratitude and praise are transformative practices that enrich our lives and elevate our consciousness to higher states of appreciation and joy. These practices are rooted in acknowledging and celebrating the blessings, gifts, and positive aspects of our lives, regardless of circumstances or challenges we may face. By cultivating gratitude and offering praise, we cultivate a mindset of abundance, positivity, and spiritual connection. Gratitude is a profound acknowledgement of the good things in our lives, both big and small. It involves consciously recognizing and appreciating the blessings, experiences, relationships, and opportunities that enrich our journey. When we practice gratitude, we shift our focus from what is lacking to what is present, fostering a sense of contentment and fulfillment in the present moment. Praise, on the other hand, is an expression of admiration, reverence, and recognition for the qualities, achievements, and virtues of others or of life itself. It involves celebrating the goodness, beauty, and positive contributions that individuals, events, or experiences bring into our lives. Praise uplifts and inspires, creating a ripple effect of positivity and encouragement in our relationships and communities. Together, gratitude and praise create a harmonious symphony of appreciation that resonates through our thoughts, words, and actions. They cultivate a deep sense of connection to ourselves, to others, and to the divine or spiritual essence of life. By practicing these virtues regularly, we invite more blessings, abundance, and joy into our lives, creating a cycle of positivity and empowerment. Practicing gratitude involves cultivating mindfulness and awareness of the present moment. It encourages us to pause and reflect on the simple pleasures, blessings, and acts of kindness that enrich our daily lives. Whether it is the warmth of the sun on our face, the laughter of loved ones, or a moment of quiet reflection, gratitude invites us to savor and cherish each experience as a gift. Gratitude fosters resilience and perspective during challenging times. It helps us to see beyond temporary difficulties or setbacks and to focus on the lessons, growth opportunities, and silver linings that emerge from adversity. By embracing a mindset of gratitude, we cultivate inner strength and optimism that empower us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. Praise, on the other hand, is a powerful expression of admiration and acknowledgement that uplifts and inspires both the giver and the receiver. When we offer sincere praise, we affirm the value, contributions, and unique qualities of others. Praise fosters positive relationships, builds trust and goodwill, and encourages individuals to continue striving for excellence in their endeavors. Praise creates a supportive and nurturing environment where individuals feel valued, appreciated, and motivated to contribute their best efforts. It fosters a culture of collaboration, encouragement, and mutual respect, which enhances productivity, creativity, and overall well-being in personal and professional settings. In addition to its interpersonal benefits, praise also nurtures our own growth and self-esteem. When we cultivate a habit of recognizing and celebrating the accomplishments and strengths of others, we develop a mindset of abundance and generosity. This mindset encourages us to see opportunities for growth and success in our own lives, fostering a sense of empowerment and self-confidence. Ultimately, gratitude and praise are not just practices, but transformative attitudes and perspectives that shape our experience of life. They open our hearts to the beauty, abundance, and interconnectedness of the world around us. By embracing gratitude and offering sincere praise, we cultivate a spirit of positivity, appreciation, and joy that enriches our lives and uplifts the lives of those around us. Holistic living is a philosophy and lifestyle approach that considers the whole person, body, mind, spirit, and emotions in the pursuit of optimal health, well-being, and balance. It acknowledges the interconnectedness of all aspects of life and emphasizes the importance of nurturing each dimension to achieve harmony and wholeness. At its core, holistic living recognizes that our physical health is intimately linked to our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It encourages individuals to take a proactive approach to their health by adopting habits and practices that support overall wellness. This may include eating a balanced diet rich in nutrients, engaging in regular physical activity, getting adequate rest and sleep, and avoiding harmful substances. In addition to physical health, holistic living prioritizes mental and emotional well-being. It encourages practices such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and stress management techniques to promote mental clarity, emotional resilience, and inner peace. By cultivating awareness and presence in the present moment, individuals can reduce stress, enhance focus, and improve overall mental health. Spiritual wellness is another integral aspect of holistic living. It involves exploring and nurturing our sense of purpose, meaning, and connection to something greater than ourselves. This may include engaging in spiritual practices such as prayer, meditation, contemplation, or connecting with nature. Spiritual wellness provides a sense of inner strength, guidance, and peace, regardless of religious affiliation or belief system. Emotional balance is also central to holistic living. It involves acknowledging and processing our emotions in a healthy and constructive manner. This may include practicing self-compassion, expressing feelings openly and honestly, and seeking support from trusted friends, family members, or professionals when needed. Emotional balance allows individuals to cultivate resilience, authenticity, and harmonious relationships. Holistic living extends beyond individual well-being to encompass social and environmental consciousness. It emphasizes the interconnectedness between personal health and the health of the planet. This may involve making environmentally conscious choices, such as reducing waste, conserving energy, supporting sustainable practices, and advocating for social justice and equity. Furthermore, holistic living encourages a holistic approach to relationships and community engagement. It emphasizes the importance of nurturing meaningful connections, fostering empathy and compassion, and contributing positively to the well-being of others. By cultivating supportive relationships and participating in community activities, individuals can experience a sense of belonging, purpose, and fulfillment. Holistic living also values lifelong learning and personal growth. It encourages individuals to seek knowledge, explore new interests, and expand their perspectives. This may include pursuing education, engaging in creative expression, or exploring holistic therapies and healing modalities that resonate with their individual needs and values. In essence, holistic living is a journey of self-discovery, self-care, and self-empowerment. It invites individuals to embrace a balanced and integrated approach to life, where each dimension of their being is nurtured and honored. By cultivating awareness, mindfulness, and a commitment to holistic principles, individuals can enhance their quality of life, deepen their sense of fulfillment, and contribute positively to the well-being of the world around them. In conclusion, holistic living offers a profound framework for cultivating a balanced, fulfilling, and meaningful life. It reminds us that we are multidimensional beings, interconnected with our environment, our communities, and the universe at large. By embracing holistic principles, we embark on a journey of self-discovery, self-care, and self-empowerment that nurtures every aspect of our being, body, mind, spirit, and emotions. Through holistic living, we recognize the intrinsic connection between our physical health, mental clarity, emotional well-being, and spiritual fulfillment. We understand that true wellness encompasses more than just the absence of illness. It involves actively promoting vitality, resilience, and inner harmony. By adopting habits and practices that support our holistic well-being, such as nourishing our bodies with wholesome foods, engaging in regular physical activity, practicing mindfulness and stress management, and cultivating meaningful connections, we create a foundation for vibrant health and vitality. Holistic living also encourages us to explore and honor our spiritual essence, whatever form that may take for each individual. It invites us to connect with our sense of purpose, meaning, and interconnectedness with the universe. Whether through prayer, meditation, communing with nature, or engaging in acts of kindness and compassion, we deepen our understanding of ourselves and our place in the larger tapestry of existence. Moreover, holistic living extends beyond personal well-being to encompass our relationships with others and our stewardship of the planet. It inspires us to cultivate empathy, compassion, and respect in our interactions with others, fostering harmonious relationships and supportive communities. It also encourages us to adopt sustainable practices that honor and protect the environment, ensuring a legacy of health and vitality for future generations. As we embrace holistic living, we embark on a continuous journey of growth, learning, and self-improvement. It challenges us to expand our perspectives, explore new possibilities, and evolve into our highest potential. It encourages us to remain curious, open-minded, and adaptable to change, knowing that each experience and challenge contributes to our personal and spiritual growth. In essence, holistic living is a philosophy that invites us to live authentically, consciously, and compassionately. It empowers us to make choices that align with our values, nurture our well-being, and contribute positively to the world around us. By embracing holistic principles and practices, we not only enhance our own quality of life, but also create ripple effects of healing, harmony, and transformation in our communities and beyond. Let us therefore embark on this journey of holistic living with courage, commitment, and compassion. Let us honor and nurture every aspect of our being, body, mind, spirit, and emotions, knowing that in doing so, we contribute to a more vibrant, interconnected, and harmonious world for all. At the core of our existence lies a faculty so profound, so majestic, that it shapes the very fabric of our reality, imagination. Unlike the fleeting images that dance across our minds, imagination is the creative force that breathes life into our dreams, transforming them from mere fantasies into tangible manifestations. It is the canvas upon which we paint the masterpiece of our lives, the playground where infinite possibilities unfold. Imagination is not bound by the limitations of time or space. It is a boundless realm where the past, present, and future converge in a symphony of creation. In the depths of our imagination, we have the power to envision worlds yet unseen, to sculpt realities yet unrealized. It is here, in the sanctuary of our minds, that we plant the seeds of our desires and watch as they blossom into existence. But imagination is not merely a passive act of visualization. It is an active engagement with the creative forces of the universe. It is a dynamic process of co-creation where our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions converge to shape the world around us. Through the power of our imagination, we can transcend the limitations of our physical reality and tap into the infinite reservoir of potential that lies within us. Yet the true power of imagination lies not only in its ability to conjure visions of the future, but also in its capacity to transform the present. By harnessing the creative power of our imagination, we can rewrite the script of our lives, casting aside the limitations of the past and stepping boldly into a future of our own design. In the realm of imagination, we are the architects of our destiny, the masters of our fate. In essence, imagination is the key that unlocks the door to infinite possibility. It is the bridge that connects the seen with the unseen, the known with the unknown. In the boundless expanse of our imagination, we discover the true essence of our being, the divine spark that ignites the flame of creation. So let us embrace the power of our imagination, for within it lies the potential to manifest our deepest desires and walk boldly into the life of our dreams. In the vast landscape of human experience, faith stands as a majestic bridge connecting the realm of the seen with the realm of the unseen. It is the ethereal thread that weaves together the fabric of our reality, binding our hopes, dreams, and aspirations to the tapestry of existence. Faith is not merely a passive belief or blind acceptance. It is a dynamic force that propels us forward, guiding us across the chasm of uncertainty towards the shores of our destiny. At its core, faith is the unwavering conviction that what we desire is already ours, even when it may seem beyond the realm of possibility. It is the inner knowing that transcends logic and reason, anchoring us to a deeper truth that lies beyond the confines of the material world. With faith as our compass, we navigate the turbulent waters of life with courage and conviction, trusting in the unseen forces of the universe to guide us towards our highest good. But faith is not without its challenges. It requires us to confront our doubts, fears, and insecurities head-on. It demands that we relinquish our attachment to the known and embrace the uncertainty of the unknown. Yet it is precisely in the face of adversity that faith shines brightest, illuminating the path before us and leading us towards the fulfillment of our deepest desires. Moreover, faith is a dynamic force that requires cultivation and nurturing. Like a seed planted in fertile soil, it requires care, attention, and patience to grow and flourish. Through prayer, meditation, and positive affirmations, we can water the seeds of faith within us, allowing them to take root and blossom into fruition. Ultimately, faith serves as the bridge between our current reality and the reality of our dreams. It is the conduit through which miracles flow, transforming our lives in ways we never thought possible. With faith as our guide, we can walk boldly into the unknown, confident in the knowledge that the universe is conspiring in our favor. In essence, faith is not merely a passive belief. It is a dynamic force that empowers us to transcend the limitations of the material world and manifest our deepest desires. So let us embrace faith as the bridge that connects us to our highest potential, trusting in the unseen forces of the universe to lead us towards the fulfillment of our dreams. Doubt, like a shadow that looms over our aspirations, has the power to obscure the brilliance of our dreams and cast a veil of uncertainty over our path. It whispers in our ears, sowing seeds of hesitation and fear, and undermines our confidence in the unfolding of our destiny. Yet in the realm of manifestation, doubt is not an insurmountable obstacle, but rather a hurdle waiting to be overcome, a challenge that, when confronted with courage and conviction, can be transformed into a stepping stone towards our greatest triumphs. At its core, doubt is born from a lack of trust in ourselves, in the universe, and in the inherent abundance of life. It is the voice of skepticism that questions the validity of our desires and casts doubt upon our ability to bring them into fruition. But doubt, in all its cunning, is merely a trickster and illusion that obscures the truth of our inherent power and potential. To overcome doubt is to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, a journey that begins with the recognition of our own worthiness and deservingness. It is to cultivate a deep sense of self-belief and self-love, knowing that we are worthy of all the blessings that life has to offer. When we anchor ourselves in this truth, doubt loses its grip on us, and we can step boldly into the realm of possibility. Moreover, overcoming doubt requires us to challenge the limiting beliefs and narratives that we have inherited from society and culture. It is to question the validity of the stories we tell ourselves about our worthiness, our capabilities, and our potential. By shining the light of awareness on these beliefs and interrogating their truth, we can dismantle their hold on us and reclaim our power. But perhaps the most potent antidote to doubt is faith, the unwavering trust in the unseen forces of the universe, and the knowing that all things are possible to those who believe. It is to anchor ourselves in the certainty that our desires are already on their way to us, even when there is no evidence of their manifestation in the physical realm. When we cultivate this deep sense of faith, doubt evaporates like mist in the morning sun, and we can step forward with confidence and clarity. In essence, overcoming doubt is not a passive act, but an active engagement with the creative forces of the universe. It is a choice to trust in the inherent goodness of life and to believe in our own power to shape our reality. So let us confront our doubts with courage and conviction, knowing that on the other side lies the fulfillment of our deepest desires and the realization of our highest potential. In the vast expanse of consciousness, there exists a profound principle that holds the key to unlocking the mysteries of manifestation living from the end. This principle, rooted in the timeless wisdom of Neville Goddard, invites us to embody the reality of our desires before they have fully materialized, to dwell in the state of consciousness, where our dreams are already a tangible reality. Living from the end is not merely a mental exercise, but a profound shift in consciousness, a recognition that the seeds of our desires are already planted within us, waiting to blossom into fruition. It is the art of becoming what we seek, of embodying the qualities, emotions, and experiences associated with our desired outcome, as if they were already a reality. At its core, living from the end requires us to tap into the power of imagination, the divine faculty through which all things are made possible. It is to paint a vivid mental picture of our desired reality, to feel the emotions associated with its fulfillment, and to immerse ourselves fully in the sensory experience of our dreams. By anchoring ourselves in this state of consciousness, we send a powerful signal to the universe that our desires are already on their way to us. But living from the end is not merely a passive state of being, it is an active engagement with the creative forces of the universe. It requires us to align our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the reality we seek to create, to act as if our desires are already a reality, and to make choices that are in alignment with our highest vision. Moreover, living from the end is a practice of surrender, a willingness to release our attachment to specific outcomes and trust in the unfolding of divine timing. It is to relinquish the need to control every aspect of our lives and instead surrender to the wisdom of the universe, knowing that all things are working together for our highest good. In essence, living from the end is a sacred dance between the individual and the universe, a co-creative partnership where dreams are transformed into reality through the power of intention and imagination. By embracing this principle, we can step boldly into the life of our dreams, knowing that all things are possible to those who dare to dream and believe. So let us embody the reality of our desires, living from the end with unwavering faith and trust in the power of the universe to manifest our deepest desires. In conclusion, my fellow seekers of truth and manifestation, we have explored the profound principles of imagination, faith, overcoming doubt, and living from the end. These timeless teachings, rooted in the wisdom of Neville Goddard, offer us a roadmap to unlocking the limitless potential within us and manifesting our deepest desires. As we reflect on these principles, let us remember that manifestation is not merely a passive act, but an active engagement with the creative forces of the universe. It requires us to harness the power of our imagination, to cultivate unwavering faith in the unseen, to confront and overcome our doubts and fears, and to embody the reality of our desires before they have fully materialized. In the journey of manifestation, we are called to be co-creators with the universe, to align our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the reality we seek to create, and to trust in the unfolding of divine timing. It is a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, where we reclaim our inherent power and step boldly into the life of our dreams. So let us embrace these principles with open hearts and open minds, knowing that within them lies the key to unlocking the fullness of life's infinite possibilities. May we walk the path of manifestation with courage and conviction, trusting in the wisdom of the universe to guide us towards the fulfillment of our deepest desires. As we journey forward, may we never forget the profound truth that all things are possible to those who dare to dream and believe. And may we walk this path with gratitude, knowing that the universe is conspiring in our favor and that our dreams are already on their way to us. In this way, let us step boldly into the life of our dreams, knowing that we are the architects of our destiny and the masters of our fate. For in the realm of manifestation, the power lies within us to create a life beyond our wildest imaginings.